What up, everybody? This is Houston Sports Social, back at it again. Back at it again with episode 27. We got a good episode. It's cold, so it's probably going to mess with my mind. This is shoot number 2, or take number 2, because I messed up egregiously the last recording.
Thank God you said it, because I swear I was going to say
it. I know you were going to call me out on it. I was ready. I know you were.
Man, he was stumbling on his words and stuff. He was stuttering just like I do.
So it's really cold in Houston where we shoot these episodes. We only have 2 seasons. It's summer and fall, and summer has gone all the way to the beginning of November. So we weren't ready for this. So yeah, I blame that. Episode 27. We got a good stuff for you. But before all that, my name is Justin.
It's your boy Sham Wild, aka Sham Bam Kablam, aka Sham Amazing. I'm sorry, dude. J-Man just messed up so bad earlier. I just had to be here.
Yeah, you had to be here. Our boy Sean is taking a day. He has some car troubles and some stuff to take care of. So it's just gonna be me and Shamir today. We got a good episode.
Fantastic duo.
The fantastic duo. The dynamic duo. It has to be 2 Ds, bro. You can't just say fantastic duo.
I didn't know it had to be alliteration.
It always has to
college word alliteration.
Ooh, SAT verse. Yeah. Anyways. We got a good episode for you today. We got some Texans news. It's the bye week, so it's pretty limited in what we can talk about there.
Real light.
We got some crazy NFL stuff coming around the league. Then we're gonna follow that with some dismal Rockets stuff. Rockets are in a rut.
Spurs doing good though.
Rockets are in a rut right now. Did you hear that? We got some NBA news, and then we follow that up with some Astros news. And then we got boxing and MMA. Some Mayweather stuff, pretty funny stuff. And then just some other stuff going on around the league. And
around the world.
Around the world, sorry.
Mainly in Houston, but yeah.
Yeah, mainly. We keep it local. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
About to come down.
I done came down.
Came down.
So we're just going to go ahead and start with the Texans. It's their bye week. I feel like the Texans always luck out in the bye weeks because you always want the bye week to be right there in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're injured and you're trying to just recover and take a break, because that's what you need when your body's taking a toll like that. I feel bad for the teams that have a bye week in week 3 or week 4.
Yeah.
Because everyone's still fresh. And then you just got to ride for the remaining
You have no breaks.
No breaks. 13 games. It's insane.
Yeah. I mean, I just wish, during these bye weeks, some people would just miraculously heal from their Achilles tear.
Right? Just like the video games where you eat an apple or a banana, and it's just your health increases.
I don't know what game you play, but yeah.
Sea of Thieves, it's actually pretty good.
Oh no, I was gonna say Skyrim, because you can actually do that with Skyrim.
You can eat bananas?
Well, I mean, you can eat food and regenerate your health.
Oh, well, in Sea of Thieves, all you can eat is bananas, and apparently it's a magic banana that increases your health by 75%. Anyways, moving on.
Wow.
Sea of Thieves coming to you live. So some Texans news. Tyler Ervin, our return guy, has been, I'm sorry, but he has not been very productive or useful in this system. He was supposed to be a backup running back, but...
I think Alfred Blue has that handled.
Has that handled, exactly. Then he was supposed to be a return man. He's not doing really well. This is probably his best season in terms of returning. Ugh. They gave up on that project. He was a 3rd-round pick in 2015 or 2016. I'm not sure. But they waived him, finally. They cut bait and picked up wide receiver DeAndre Carter from the Eagles, who actually was Darren Sproles' replacement. Mm-hmm. Darren Sproles, little running back, super fast. Well, he had a hamstring injury, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, he got hurt.
He got hurt. Then he was supposed to come back, so the Eagles gave DeAndre Carter to us, who was their return person. Yeah. And then the first day back in practice, he hurt his hamstring again. And so now they're stuck without a return person, and we got their best return guy. And looking at the Eagles fan pages and stuff, they were all pretty pissed that they let go of this guy. So hopefully he can be a good replacement for Tyler Ervin. Well, I'm pretty sure anybody can be a good replacement for Tyler Ervin. But Texans, no Texans stuff this weekend. Players are gonna go travel and go around with their families.
Well, we can use the news we were talking about earlier to segue into other NFL news, the fact that Steelers running back, what's his name, Turner?
Connor
Conner. I'm sorry. Yeah,
James Conner.
James Conner. He got hurt.
He has a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. So yeah, they don't.
It's a possibility that Le'Veon Bell can come back to the Steelers, or Texas could just snag him
up. And see, that's another thing because the Steelers had an early bye week, like in week 3 or 4.
Did. Yeah.
And so now these things they just gotta go play it week by week, and so he's probably gonna miss a game. Because he's in concussion protocol, he can't take that week. But before we leave from the Texans, I have some audio. This is Herman Moore. He's on Good Morning Football. He had some audio and some good stuff to say about Deshaun Watson, so we're going to go and play that.
Who do you think is the best wide receiver in football? What do you got? I'm not going to go with just the ones that are known. It's a guy that I compare myself to in terms of the fact that he didn't have a lot of quarterbacks, at that time to throw to, and I'm going with DeAndre. He's a guy that gets missed. I mean, he's consistent, man. He's putting up the numbers. He's getting things done. I really like his play, and the fact he's competitive, man. But he gets it done. You don't read a lot about him, but he's a guy that's in that time frame like me, man. I don't know what it is about DeAndre, man. If DeAndre got nothing but love for you.
So similar styles, though. Tall, long frame, big hands, strong hands, aggressive at the point of attack. So I think you see a lot of DeAndre in you, right?
I like him, man. I like him a lot, and I like the fact that he's continuously putting up those numbers.
No matter who's
Who do you think is the best?
So that's Good Morning Football talking about DeAndre Hopkins, the best receiver in the game right now, and he is, man.
Been saying this for years.
Yeah, but see, it's even more evident this year because before we went out and got Demaryius Thomas, actually last game it showed Demaryius Thomas only knew about 3 plays in the whole offense, and you can see there was one play.
I mean, but it did make an impact though.
Oh, it did because they had to guard him, but still he didn't know anything. There was one play where he's like in motion and he's looking around. He's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like I'm not kidding. Like he was literally like, "What do I do?" And he was looking at DeAndre, and he was like, "What do I do?" And Deshaun's too busy like scanning everything else, and he's looking back at him, and he's like, "I don't know what to do." So he even puts his hand like as a timeout sign. He's like, "Timeout, timeout." And then DeAndre sees him, and he's like, "All right, timeout, timeout." But the coach called a timeout, and so they had to take him out of that play because he didn't know what to do. And that could be a liability because then they know that you don't know what you're doing, and so they can kind of sag off of you.
Well, thank God of this freaking bye week.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
so he can learn the playbook. Yeah. But I make that point because in that Denver game, what offensive weapons did we really have? You had Demaryius Thomas who only knows 3 plays. You've got a running game which isn't doing well. No. You have
it's barely. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
The slot receiver at that point, it was probably either Tyler Ervin or Vincent Smith, who aren't really your playmakers. So the only real playmaker you have is DeAndre Hopkins, right? And usually in situations like that, they're just going to double you. They're going to even triple you sometimes, and your production is going to fall off because they know you're the only threat.
Right.
This dude's still productive.
Oh yeah, of course.
Still productive against Chris Harris, who's a top-notch cornerback in this league, right?
Yeah.
And he's still making it happen. So that just attests to him being the best receiver in the NFL. Like you can't knock that because everybody's asking, like even in the press conference afterwards, they're like, how are you going to mitigate DeAndre Hopkins being the only person catching passes? Like, are you going to scheme around that? And Bill O'Brien was just like, I don't know why people ask that question. He's one of the greatest receivers. We're gonna throw it to him,
right?
And that right there, they're not shying away from throwing to him, and he's still catching it.
I mean, we can go even further than that, dude. Like when he had horrible quarterbacks, like
12, I think 12.
Yeah, he's been through a lot of quarterbacks. He's been through a lot of quarterbacks and still produced. Matt Schaub, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Case Keenum, Brian Hoyer.
No, some of the quarterbacks wasn't horrible, but that season they were horrible.
Yeah,
those seasons they were horrible,
and he was still managed to be productive.
Still productive.
Yeah,
still productive. But okay. So, what were your opinions about that last game
versus the Broncos?
Yeah, versus the Broncos.
It was an ugly but beautiful game. I feel like the defense in the first half was shut down.
Yep.
But the offense, it was pretty good. Our tight ends actually did good.
It was just because the game ended 1917, right?
Yeah,
1917.
1917.
The way it was playing in the first half, it should have been a blowout.
Yeah, it should have been a blowout. And the Texans have yet to have that kind of real blowout.
I'm tired. Yeah, and because there's a trend that's been happening, and I'm tired of this, that we just started playing defense on offense during the second half. It's like, dude, let's keep scoring. Let's just shut these guys out. Why are we playing? Why are we on offense and we playing defense?
Every single game we've had has been a nail biter.
And I'm saying, I'm just gonna say it. Bill O'Brien needs to stop being a bitch.
Yes.
Dude, just take it home. Just take it to the house.
Unleash the playbook.
Unleash the playbook and show them who got the big dick. I'm just saying. No.
But one thing that they have improved upon, I don't know how much of this goes to coaching or just individual play, but Deshaun Watson hasn't had any turnovers in the past few games. And I mean, I guess that's really good. His stats for this Denver game was he was 17 of 24 for 213 yards, which isn't a lot.
He's getting a lot better at getting rid of the ball.
Yes,
I want to say the line has gotten a little better.
The line has actually surprisingly gotten better.
The line has gotten a little bit better. Yeah. A little bit better. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm very strict on the line because we had horrible lines, and I'm saying they got a little bit better. Yeah. There's still problems though because they're still getting to Deshaun Watson. You know, he's still
they're touching him up. Yeah,
and he still has to have the choice of maybe I should run. You know,
but they held Von Miller down.
They did. They put in work. They put in work last game, but still, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, and looking at these stats, our running backs, Alfred Blue is 39 yards. He's a leading rusher.
Leading rusher.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson is right behind him with 38 yards. And Lamar Miller has 21 yards.
That's crazy.
And that's on 15 carries for Alfred Blue, 6 carries for Deshaun Watson, and 12 carries for Lamar Miller. That's not good at all.
Horrible.
That's a terrible average.
That's horrible.
And DeAndre Hopkins still managed to get 10 receptions for 105 yards.
Yeah. So we rely more on our passing game than our running game. Well, we have to now at this point.
Yeah, we have to because our running backs are not, and that goes back to the whole Le'Veon Bell thing. Maybe we should make a play at that, make something happen. Because his offensive line is doing good. It's just these running backs aren't producing. You know? So yeah, that's all I got for the Texans. It's gonna be weird not having a game to watch. Well, a hometown game to watch.
True.
But who are you trying to watch? Who are you like?
Well, you know I'm going to watch the Eagles and Cowboys game.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that.
Dude, why even watch that?
Because
Eagles are
I want to see the Cowboys suffer.
Yeah, but that's torture porn, man.
Huh?
It's just torture porn.
Yeah, it is. And I promise you, I'm going to have my pants off when I'm watching that game. But no, dude, but you know my second favorite team is the Eagles. So
yeah, I know that, but I was just like, wow, you know how it's gonna end up.
Yeah, the Cowboys gonna whoop that ass. I mean,
excuse me?
God,
excuse me.
I'm sorry.
I need you to wash your mouth right now.
Dude. I'm sorry. The Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles are gonna whoop that ass.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you, dude, I'm gonna have my pants down with cocoa butter lotion on my side.
Oh my god.
Bro, it's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be something. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. So let's move on to the NFL. Some crazy stuff happened in the NFL. So just yesterday, we found out that Dez Bryant signed with the Saints. My first thought was, "Holy crap, these Saints!"
Yes, absolutely. I found out this morning, dude. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, so Saints going to Super Bowl."
Yeah.
let me
tell you about the Saints. All right. Before that, this is what the Saints is going. The Saints' top 2 receivers, starting tight end, starting running back, and whatever position Taysom Hill plays, only produce a $5.46 million cap hit. They have combined for 2,436 yards and 23 touchdowns this season. Mm-hmm. We're in week 8, 9.
Week 9, yeah.
They're at 2K yards and 23 touchdowns amongst 2, 3, 4, 5 players.
Yeah.
23 touchdowns. That's insane. And then they added another Dez Bryant to it.
Yeah.
I was like, this team is going to be... Because we learned some bad news earlier today.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I guess I got a little.
I know you're talking like future tense.
I know. I was talking future tense.
Like, are we going to ignore what just happened?
I just forgot what happened. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, per Tom Pelissero, he tweets, Dez Bryant was helped off the field at Saints practice today after suffering what the team fears to be a torn Achilles. Sources tell me in rap sheet he's getting an MRI right now.
Yeah. So if I was Dez Bryant, I would be crying right now. I'd be crying. I'm like, dude, I just left this horrible
Just
team.
signed 1 day ago.
I got on the Super Bowl bound team.
Yeah.
And I tore my freaking Achilles. Are you serious?
And that's killer for anybody like that needs speed.
Yeah.
When you push off, right, your Achilles is what's absorbing most of that. So yeah, it's rough.
And it feels like he's never gonna be like he's never.
And
gonna
he's
get to his
old.
top
He's on the
speed.
back.
Well, he's like what 31, 32?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I mean, we just have like our fact checkers go ahead and look that
Get
up
at
real
us,
quick.
tweet at us.
Yeah, but yeah, man, and it's just it sucks.
Yeah,
I don't have.
he's 30 years old.
Yeah, I don't have as many problems as I did before with Dez Bryant. Maybe because he's off the Cowboys, but but it's just like, dude, like that sucks for anybody.
Yeah,
It's just a bad situation.
any speed related position, that injury sucks.
Yeah, and, by the way, quick question. This is kind of
Possible answer.
do you think Dez Bryant's going to go to Hall of Fame? Yeah, see, I thought the same thing. I thought
Honestly,
exactly the
I like
same
the
thing.
player. I don't know if he's done enough to
Yeah.
get in.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say the same thing. I was like,
But do you think Jason Witten's going to be a Hall of Famer?
yeah. Yeah.
He is? But they've
Jason Witten, the
from the
tight
Cowboys,
end
tight end from the Cowboys.
Yeah,
He
I
hasn't
think so.
accomplished anything.
He's accomplished enough. I think he's accomplished enough. He has pretty good stats just overall. Yeah, I think he's going to go to Hall of Fame.
Let me look up.
And then he's been on a team that hasn't accomplished much anyway, so I don't think that's his fault.
Yeah.
You know
Let
what I
me
mean?
look up his career stats, Dez Bryant.
Yeah, I feel like if he was on another team with a better quarterback, yeah. But then again, a lot of people can say that, you know?
Yeah.
That's like saying Brandon Cooks is going to go in the Hall of Fame. And he had 2 great quarterbacks, but he's not going to go in the Hall of Fame, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so I just got his career stats. So
Yeah, we had just had our fact checkers just
yeah, we had our
send
fact
that to
checkers.
us
Yeah,
real
send that
quick.
to us real
Yeah.
quick. So
and by the way, I wasn't talking crap about Brandon because I was just using him as an example.
yeah, of
You know?
course. So you need a reference whenever you're like, something.
Yeah. Like, I don't want somebody to tweet. I don't want Brandon Cooks to tweet at me and say, "Oh, you talking trash, man?" I'm like, no, I was
You ain't
using
never
it as
played
an example.
football like me.
You're right. I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
So
I can't say anything.
here's his career stats. He's played in 113 games. He has 531 receiving yards, or 531 receptions. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was.
7,459 receiving
That
yards.
sounds about right.
He has 73 touchdowns, and that's his career stats. So whether that warrants a Hall of Fame, I don't know.
I
He's
guess
made
I don't know.
playoff appearances.
Yeah, tons of playoff appearances. He made Pro Bowl appearances also.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
I guess because you don't have to have a Super Bowl ring to get in the Hall of Fame. Randy Moss going to go in the Hall of Fame regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he's not already,
But he's been to a bowl, though.
who?
Randy Moss.
He's been in Super Bowl, yeah, with the Patriots, right?
No, with the 49ers, actually.
I thought he did with the Patriots too. No.
That was when they got knocked off after they went, they got knocked off in the playoffs. Yeah.
That
So,
was last year, wasn't it?
not last year. Randy Moss?
Yeah.
No, Randy Moss has been retired for a while.
No, I'm saying, but that was his last year.
Yeah.
Playing.
In San Francisco, when he was a receiver in San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is what Dez Bryant tweeted out as of 1:57 p.m. He said, "Things was just starting to heat up for me. ... I won't question the man upstairs. ... This is the ultimate test. ... Thank you everyone for the prayers." So it sounds like he knows that it's something torn because it hasn't been confirmed yet. It hadn't been confirmed yet. They just said this is what the team fears happens.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he knows that he tore it. So, man.
And what he's talking what? Like, what was the contract? He sounded like
It was like
one-year deal?
it was a short term, 2-year deal, I think.
2 years.
But with veteran contracts, he gets guaranteed money.
True.
So he's gonna get paid, but still for one game. I mean,
it's not about getting paid. Like, for
I
him-
tear my Achilles for a couple $1 million shoot.
Well, no, for him, it's about legacy, bro. He's not trying to just
Yeah.
get paid, man. He wants that Super Bowl.
And do
ring.
you think this affects his career moving down?
Oh yeah, of course. An injury is always going to affect your career. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they say. Injuries are always going to affect your career unless the season after you have your injury,
Yeah.
whatever, you just show out and just prove to everybody, yeah, this injury didn't slow me down at all.
Yep.
I got stronger from it. You know.
Yep. And this is coming per Adam Schefter. It says, with it looking as if Dez Bryant tore his Achilles today, Saints could turn back to veteran wide receiver Brandon Marshall, who impressed New Orleans doing his workout this week. Brandon Marshall's also a big one. He's kind of washed up. He didn't really pan out in Seattle.
Right.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
And it sucks, man, because this is Tom Pelissero again. Before this injury stuff happened, it said new Saints wide receiver Dez Bryant is expected to sit out Sunday's game versus the Bengals. They want him to drop weight, and he needs more than 2 practices to learn the offense, build chemistry, etc. Debut can come the following week versus the Eagles.
Then he had to drop weight. Because he's been off for so long, so he kind of got a little fat.
So he was going to get the week off anyway.
So he wasn't going to play. But
now he's going to get a lot of weeks off. That's terrible. Why did I say that? Moving on. The Steelers put a whooping on the Panthers last night. These Steelers are scary.
Guess what Ben Roethlisberger got in fantasy points?
How many?
60.7.
No.
And I had him on my bench. I'm pissed. I had Christian McCaffrey, though. He got 36.
Who was your quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers. Dude, you know I'm an asshole, right? You know I'm an asshole, right? So, okay. I'll explain to you guys. In fantasy, and Justin knows, in fantasy, I'll pick a great player after I pick my already great players and just have them on the bench. I'll just have them on the bench. And people would try to trade me and stuff. No, I'm not going to let this jewel out there for everyone to have so you could win.
I can't believe you've done this.
What? Okay, well, who would you rather have? Aaron Rodgers or Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, but Packers have been struggling, dude. You saw them versus the Patriots.
Hey, no, look, he's sick. It was the Patriots.
Yeah, that's true. But the Patriots ain't got no top-notch defense.
But it's the Patriots.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever. I don't know.
It's just Aaron Rodgers is mostly consistent.
60 points just sitting on
60,
the bench.
I know, bro. I'm just like,
God, that's right.
Damn. But I'm thinking at the same time, it's like, thank God nobody else has them. Nobody else has them.
Right?
Because that's the only, that's the grave for me.
Did you win? What's your record right now?
I'm like, in that one, I am 5-4.
Yeah. Weren't you like 3-0?
Bro, I know.
You've been sliding, damn.
Bro, I know. It's pissing me off too, dude. Because I was like number 2 in my league, and I'm like number 3 or 4. I'm like, bro, are you serious?
Best of
and
luck,
in my
man.
other league, I'm 4 and 5.
Yeah, hit up that waiver wire. Anyway,
but people give me board crap trades now.
Yeah, I don't
saw that trade
I don't
where
even
they
bother
tried to
with
trade me
trade.
for freaking Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. Here's an interesting stat. Ben Roethlisberger has officially pulled off a Dawson, which is finishing. No, it's based off of a quarterback, last name Dawson. Finishing the game with more touchdowns than incompletions. Dawson is when a QB throws more touchdowns than incomplete passes today. Ben Roethlisberger threw 5 touchdown passes and only had 3 incomplete passes. That qualifies as a Dawson. Some notes on this Dawson. This is the 3rd time a QB pulled off a Dawson this season, as Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson accomplished that earlier this year.
Hey.
Oddly enough, the last 2 Dawsons have come on Thursday Night Football, with Deshaun Watson doing this against the Miami Dolphins a few weeks ago. For Roethlisberger, this is his 2nd career Dawson, as he did this on 11-8-07 against the Baltimore Ravens. Oddly enough, just like tonight, he threw 5 touchdowns and 3 incompletions in that game. Yeah. With this, Roethlisberger becomes the 10th QB in NFL history to pull off multiple Dawsons. He becomes the first QB to do this since Alex Smith pulled off his 2nd Dawson in 2014. This is the first time that the Carolina Panthers have allowed a Dawson. As for the Steelers, this is their 2nd ever Dawson, as both times Ben Roethlisberger was accomplishing this. QBs to pull off a Dawson are now 51-0.
Jeez.
Yeah,
dude, that's
so
freaking crazy.
So yeah.
And apparently this is the most points the Steelers have scored since like 1984.
That was a lot of points.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. You can't say nothing on the Panthers. It's just like, no,
they just had an off day.
They just had an off day.
There was a lot of people that were kind of upset that
one of the Panthers 7-2.
Mm-hmm. They were on a roll.
7-1.
But apparently there was one play where the whole offense was lined up, but Cam Newton stopped to tie his shoe. And a lot of people were getting on him about that. They were like, weird. Yeah. Anyway, some negatives from the Steelers coming out of that game.
Suit either.
Yeah, dude, he always dresses so weird.
Him, I swear, dude. Him and Russell Westbrook.
The same person. They're the same person.
They try to make a fashion statement. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Did you hear what?
Sick of it.
Sick of it. Did you hear what Allen Iverson said about fashion in today's NBA?
What
He said it's like Halloween every single day.
Yes, dog.
He's just like,
you know what's funny? Allen Iverson, because you remember what he used to wear when he was playing.
Yeah,
right?
he used to wear.
He set the trend.
Yeah,
he set the trend.
He started all this.
And Russell Westbrook and Cam Newton trying to do what he did, and it's not happening, bro.
Yeah, but the braids are coming back.
Braids
are coming back. But it's just the top braids. It's not the whole thing. It's just
still weird.
Yeah. Anyways, per Ian Rappaport, Steelers running back James Conner is in concussion protocol, while a possible return of Le'Veon Bell could be days away or not. Bell is in Pittsburgh and has been playing basketball at a local gym. What?
Jesus
Bro,
Christ,
like,
dude,
what?
the hell?
I don't even know what to make of this situation anymore. Like, it's just like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? You know? Like, if you want to play, go play. But, like, don't just be chilling at the YMCA, like, shooting hoops with a bunch of scrubs, you know? Like, what? I don't know. Anyways, moving on. To the Rockets. The Rockets. They lose to the Thunder 98-80. They're now sitting at 4-6. This offense looks bad. The defense was decent against the Thunder,
right?
But that was without Russ, because Russ sprained his ankle really bad a few games ago.
Right.
Carmelo was 1 for 11. Chris Paul's shot was off. Eric Gordon was injured. Like I said, defense played pretty good, but offense was just non-existent at that point, and it looks bad. Like, these Rockets need to make a move, and they need to make a move yesterday. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do the Jimmy thing, do the Jimmy thing. If you're not gonna do it, then move on to the next best thing. Because what we have right now, because last year at least we weren't known for our defense, but we were blowing teams out, right? If you can't beat them with offense, you got to double up. I mean, if you can't beat them with defense, you got to double up on the offense, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't have that now. Like, our offense is not, and I feel like, you know, there's something called fat cat syndrome.
Cat syndrome.
So when you overpay all these players, they kind of lose that hunger, right?
Okay.
You paid Capella all this money. You paid Chris Paul all this money.
You know, I was going to,
You paid Chris Paul all this money. You brought in all these free agents, you know, so Capella was playing so good last year because he was fighting for a good contract, right? Now that he got a good contract, you kind of see that intensity is kind of gone now. And Chris Paul, he's up there damn near applying for AARP card age, you know, like, he's up there in age.
Wow.
So, what do you do? What do you do at this point? You're kind of gridlocked. You just locked up your two best players three best players in Harden, Capella, and Paul, and they can only carry you so far. Carmelo just looks so bad, man. He looks really fat for a basketball player. Like, you can see it. Like, he just looks chunky. Like, you know what he reminds me of? You know when you pick up basketball at, like, the gym, and then there's that old dude that, like, he can't move, but he can shoot? That's what Carmelo reminds me of. He reminds me of that old dude that still got it, and he, like, plays with all the young kids, and he shoots. He's like, young fella, man, I used to be in AAU, and I was just carving up these fools.
Freaking Justin just bashing Carmelo right now. Just bashing
It's bad.
Carmelo
I mean, we
right
got
now.
him for cheap, so, I mean, I guess for $2.4 million, it ain't bad, but, I mean, they need to do something. It's not good. So, yeah, I'm done with that. We'll wait and see what the Rockets do. They got the Spurs coming up.
I know,
And they got the Nuggets coming up, and the Nuggets are looking scary, too.
Yeah.
And the Spurs are the Spurs.
I think Curry got hurt. Thank
Yeah,
God.
Curry got hurt.
Yes.
Yeah. That team's still scary.
Minnesota?
Huh?
No, that wasn't against Minnesota.
No, it was against Milwaukee.
I'll
get to that, bro. They're scary. I'll get to that. Hold on. So, interesting stat. Moving on to the NBA. Kyle Lowry, who's taken more charges this year than 23 entire teams, he says, quote, I can't normally block a shot, and I can't energize my team with a crazy dunk, but I can take a charge at a big moment in a game, and I think my teammates appreciate me laying myself out there. That's my energizing play.
Somebody got to do it.
And it's true, because he's short. Kyle Lowry's really short,
yeah.
And he's not going to dunk on you. So, I mean, you can see teams get fired up when one of their teammates, like, takes a charge like that. Yeah, and, like, I mean, that's what he brings to the floor, and, I mean, teammates like that. So, yeah, let's move on to the next point. Markelle Fultz, who a lot of people were bashing on the Sixers taking him number 1 over Jason Tatum.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was injured for the whole first rookie season. They said his shot was off. They worked on it. Markelle Fultz currently has a higher field goal percentage than Jason Tatum. Fultz is shooting 39.5%, while Tatum is shooting 39.3%. You know, the post said, I hate to be the one to do it, but should we start asking Danny Ainge if he got fleeced? Because Danny Ainge took Jason Tatum. And so instead of taking Markelle Fultz. So
Tatum doesn't have to shoot right now, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but still, I mean, you wanted to see the best player.
Fine, but like,
but he's looking good. Markelle Fultz is looking really good. I'm actually happy for him.
About time.
Now, back to the Bucks. These Bucks look scary as hell, man. Giannis is finally getting into his own, and he has a good cast around him.
Yeah.
The Bucks beat the Warriors at Oracle last night. The last Eastern Conference team to have beaten the Warriors at Oracle was the Bucks last year, March 29th, 2018.
Are you saying
not last year, but
that's the
last season?
You saying that's
I think it might be, and they got those green jerseys too. So it might be.
Stupid.
The Bucks are going to be the team from the East to beat the Warriors in the finals.
Bro, is this... Dude, I don't know what's happening right now. Yeah, so I don't know what's the playoff bracket going to be looking like right now.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think the East is looking a lot better than it
East
has
is looking
been
scary,
in
bro.
years. Yeah.
I mean, of course, Boston, like, easily. And then, you want to talk about, like...
I think the East
Toronto.
might actually have a lot better teams than the West this year.
Yeah, probably,
It used to be a Western powerhouse, but like now it's not looking that way.
Now it's like changing, dude.
Yeah.
I'm saying you got Boston, you got punk-ass Raptors. You have freaking Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at the Sixers. I haven't really looked at the Sixers, to be honest. I can't tell you. What else? No, Bulls are trash.
Yeah, Bulls are trash.
I can't bring it. I can't think of it right now, but it's just.
But I feel like the Bucks are just the team to beat right now.
Yeah.
And they're looking spooky. Can't nobody shit on the Bucks anymore.
Nope.
And then some scores around the league last night. We had Thunder beating the Rockets 98-80. Then we had the Celtics beating the Suns 116-109.
Dude, they came back from 20 points.
Yeah, they did.
Crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, Makaih Morris took it to overtime and then they won it. Trailblazers beat the Clippers 116-105. Then we had the Bucks beating the Warriors 134-111.
Yeah.
Scores right now going on. We got the 76ers above the Hornets 65-50 at halftime. Then we have the Magic over the Wizards. What is going on with the Wizards? These Wizards are just trash. Magic are up 63-48 at halftime.
That's with Dwight Howard on there, right?
Yeah.
I heard that locker room is fucking...
Yeah, their locker room is beefing it big time.
Yeah.
Then we got the Pistons over the Hawks, 51-28 in the second quarter. 8:51 in the second quarter. Wow, 28-51. Then the Pacers just started with the Heat. They're winning 2-1, quarter one. And then we've got Nets and Nuggets tonight at 8. Then we got Celtics and Jazz today at 8:30.
That's a good game.
And then Kings and Timberwolves today at 9 p.m. And that's just some scores around the league. And then we're going to talk about baseball. Just some Astros news. Jose Altuve wins a Silver Slugger, which means he was a really efficient hitter. Then Dallas Keuchel wins the Golden Glove Award. He's a free agent right now, so we'll see. Yeah, he was kind of iffy. I kind of wanted that to go to Alex Bregman, but I digress. Whatever, it is what it is. So that's it for the Astros. Let's touch on boxing MMA. So there was a much anticipated boxing/kickboxing fight between Floyd Mayweather and Tenshin Nasukawa, with Risen as the promotion. This is per Yahoo News with Kevin Lowell. It says the announcement on Monday in Tokyo that Floyd Mayweather would fight on New Year's Eve against Japanese kickboxer less than half his age and 20 pounds lighter was a stunner. But Mayweather announced on Instagram on Wednesday that was the true bombshell. After sitting at a news conference answering questions about the fight with Tenshin Nasukawa and then posing for pictures with the 20-year-old rising star, Mayweather took to social media on Wednesday to say he's been conned. I don't know about him, but I know this. Fight fans have been conned. The fans who have faithfully supported him for years have been conned. On Instagram, Mayweather said he had been asked to fight a 3-round exhibition match. He said it was supposed to be an exhibition put on for a small group of wealthy spectators for a very large fee. He said he was blindsided by what happened. Yeah, right. I call BS on this one. Mayweather is hardly a shrinking violet, and he has never, ever failed to speak up on his own behalf since he became a professional boxer. Yet, if you believe his Instagram post, he wants you to now to believe he remained silent and participated in the news conference as if it were a fight he agreed to simply to be courteous. Again, one would have to be a fool to believe this. Okay, so
Mayweather can't read, man.
Bro, but he has a team. He has a team that will tell you he's gotten out of fights
and
before.
I feel like they put the contract from him and say, hey, look, this kickboxing match. And he read it to pretend like he can read. He saw kickboxing
but he went
and then saw the word kick and he didn't know what that meant. But he saw boxing and was like, all right, it's probably just boxing. I don't know what this word is in front of me. But it's boxing. So it's a boxing match, right?
But
all
he went
cool.
to my thing is he went to the press conference. He had a face-off with him. He answered questions.
Yeah,
so I feel like that has to show that he knew at least some parts of what he was getting into.
Please, for the love of God, get somebody to take over boxing.
I don't know who it's going to be.
Mayweather's...
Because he keeps hanging around, man. He keeps hanging around.
Pacquiao...
I honestly think he took it because he's going broke.
Oh, is he going broke?
I don't know about going broke, but he has like bills to pay and baby mamas to pay for, and like
he has a lot of kids.
Yep.
But I mean, Mayweather, he needs to be out. Pacquiao, this time has come and gone. It needs.
He's
to be
like almost 50 now.
Yeah, Pacquiao. Yeah, but it needs to be a new, like
Sheriff in town.
Yeah, it just needed like that new to take somebody new to take over the boxing world. Somebody to be like excited for.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, so that's it for boxing. We'll see how that ends up.
Crazy.
Which probably nothing.
Crazy.
Next UFC fight, we got Fight Night 139. We've got a lightweight bout between Benil Dariush, then Thiago Moises. Then women's bantamweight, we got Raquel Pennington versus Germaine de Randamie. Then we have a welterweight co-main event, which is Donald Cerrone versus Mike Perry.
Mm-hmm.
Then the main event is Chang Sung-jung, a.k.a. the Korean Zombie, versus Yair Rodriguez, which is a Mexican fighter who has a weird, crazy style, but it's entertaining to watch at best. That's tomorrow at 9 p.m. at Pepsi Center. It's available to watch on FS1. Pretty sure it's a free fight card. So, yeah, take that.
Well, okay. Before we get off of UFC, you got to talk about Daniel Cormier
at UFC 230. Was it 230?
I can't remember. Yeah, it had to be 230. It wasn't 229.
Yeah. It was 230.
So Cormier versus Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis, yeah.
We all said what was going to happen.
Yes.
And it came to fruition.
Yes, right before our very eyes.
Right before our very eyes. 2 rounds. That's all it took.
2 rounds.
That's all it took. I was like,
He at the second minute of the second round.
Second minute of the fucking second.
Submission, got him in a choke. See,
because he was tired. Because he tried to put it all on the line.
He has no cardio, dude. Yeah. But you could tell Daniel Cormier was kind of scared of that big bomb. Yeah. Anytime he would even like flinch or feint a punch, he would like get scared because he knows like he has a puncher's chance, and that's what he was like embracing for. But he went right back to his fundamentals. Just got him off his feet and just wrestled him. Got him really tired. Rolled him over. Got his neck. Done. Just like that.
Gotta do your cardio, people.
Gotta do your cardio. Nothing else matters if you don't. And you're wrestling too. I feel like at this point, the most important part of your repertoire in the UFC or in MMA should be wrestling.
Yeah, because I think there's plenty of people that rely on striking too much, and it's just you can't just rely on striking.
You need jiu-jitsu for the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You need striking for on the feet, but everything in between, I feel, is wrestling.
Yeah.
To get them to the ground, you got to wrestle. To get them up off the ground, you got to wrestle. To survive when you're on your back, you got to know how to wrestle.
Yep.
You know, so it's just a really pivotal part. And, you know, Derek Lewis has even said he's not that technical of a fighter, but he can box. You know, I feel like people pick that apart.
Yeah.
And
very easily.
Very easy. So. You can see he was just... Daniel Cormier is not a big person. He's only
shorter.
like 5'10".
Yeah.
He looked kind of stocky. He didn't look like the most athletic person out there.
I mean, but as far as the heavyweights go, yeah. And I'm glad he called out Brock Lesnar. That's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be a big money fight.
That's
an
interesting fight, dude.
Yeah, because Brock Lesnar actually wrestled in college.
Yeah.
So he's not
he's
not just some WWE chump that doesn't know anything. You know, he actually knows how to fight.
Yeah.
So that's just what happened. And in the rest of that fight, we had Chris Weidman losing to Jacare Souza. Then we have Jared Cannonier beating David Branch. Then
just give me Khabib Ferguson.
Israel Adesanya. YouTube him. They call him the style bender.
Yeah.
Israel Adesanya. He's actually like a really good fighter. His style is really weird, but he's just like,
dude, just give me Khabib versus Ferguson. That's all I want.
Yes.
Khabib
I don't care about anything else.
I don't care about anything else. Give me Khabib versus Ferguson.
Yes.
Christmas Day. Just give me that.
Please. I hope so. I hope he gets all that legal stuff handled.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
No.
Somebody just tell Dana, there's money to be made. Come on, let's do it. All right. He's like, all right, cool, sure, there's money to be made.
Yeah. You know, we'll just see. So that's all we got for the UFC. Just some other stuff. Let's touch on that before we go. Election results. Thank you for everybody that voted. For everybody that didn't vote,
shut up. Please.
Yes,
if you didn't vote, just shut up.
I don't want to hear you people complaining about what happened because you had no input. You have no say in what happened because you didn't do anything about it. For the good people that did, for the people that marched to the polls, for everybody that took time out of their day to, exercise their constitutional right. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I understand if the person you wanted or whatever you wanted didn't win.
But you did it.
Your vote does make a difference.
Yes, it does.
We need more people like you out there to make a difference. So,
there's some other stuff going on. Dude, I just read this article. Avengers 4 right now is looking to be 3 hours long.
Bro, okay.
3 hours.
That doesn't matter because when you watch a movie, it's not going to feel like 3 hours.
Bro, but I have a real bad problem because I'll get a drink during a movie.
Really?
And I'll have to pee. Bro, I had to pee during The Dark Knight.
What?
During
I rarely get drinks. I rarely get drinks.
Yeah, but like when you're eating popcorn, like you get thirsty.
Bro, no, because sometimes I don't even get snacks, dude.
No, but during The Dark Knight, you know when I had to pee? Right during the hospital scene when the Joker is about to blow up the hospital. I was holding it so bad, dude. I was about to piss myself. And then I had to go right after that. Right after he blew up the hospital, I ran to the restroom.
Oh my god! Okay,
it was bad.
Okay, as long as you didn't miss that scene.
No. I stayed for that, but it was scene. It was tough. Yeah. It was tough. So anyways, back to Civil War. It says Avengers 4. This is the quote. It says, already we know that Infinity War will stretch to 149 minutes and 9 seconds. That's what it was. That's a shade under 2.5 hours. While shorter than initial reports, that still makes it the lengthiest entry of the franchise today, though it's only been 2 minutes longer than Captain America Civil War. As for Avengers 4, well, according to Joe Russo, it may be close to 3 hours. Speaking to Collider in a recent interview, the director teased that it will be longer than Infinity War, and while he wouldn't give an exact runtime, he did mention that it could come in at 180 minutes.
That's dope.
His quote says, I'll say it could easily be a 3-hour film, but I think that, we're very hard on the material. We like it to play at a certain pace. I'm sure that we'll squeeze it. I can't imagine we have a whole year of work left on that movie. I do think it'll be longer than Avengers 3, but it's clearly impossible to say. So he hinted at 3 hours.
If it's 3 hours, it's 3 hours.
It's 3 hours, yeah, but I'm going to be...
Dude, it's hype.
I'm going to be as dehydrated as a raisin if I'm going into that movie.
Bro, just get one of those things, when you just stick it on your pee hole and you pee in a bottle.
No, I'm not.
Do that. Just do it.
Just get a Depends. Just get a Depends diaper.
Do it. Do it.
But that's all for me. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm hearing a lot more good things about it. Everybody's talking about it.
People are addicted to it.
Yes.
It's crazy.
If it comes out, man, if I get around to it, just say goodbye to me.
Yes, dude, same here. Same here. It's just...
How many hours does your brother put in it now?
Dude, I don't know.
It's crazy. It's a long game. You know the cutscene movie? You know me. I'm notorious for cutscene movies.
I hate you for it. I really do hate you for it.
You know how long it is?
How long?
18 hours long.
Oh, and you just stopped. You're just like, nah, I ain't doing this.
18 hours.
You're just like, yeah.
Bro, I went through 2 hours of it, and I look, and I thought I made real progress in it, because that's like a movie feature length.
This is
right?
like 10%.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. I was like, what is happening?
Dude,
so, for everybody out there, Shamir hates me for this, but these video games are getting longer and longer by the day. And I feel like there's not enough hours in the day to play every single part of these video games. So I have this new thing where I'll go on YouTube and I'll watch the cutscene movies. And the cutscene movies are pretty much like a full feature film, right?
Yeah, it's just a film,
and it basically tells the whole premise of the game anyway.
But he doesn't play the game.
But I don't play the game.
So
okay, so I sacrifice that, but at least I know what the story is. And
you
I
know
can
what the story is, but you don't get immersed into the game.
I don't get immersed. It's like a movie.
Like The Last of Us.
Okay, that was a 6-hour long cutscene movie.
But you had to play the game to really feel it.
I have the game. I have the game on PlayStation.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah, I played it after I watched it.
I was gonna say before.
Yeah, I watched it,
played it,
so I knew what
everything.
Yeah, but still, like it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Freaking insane.
But anyways, I tried it for Red Dead Redemption, but I didn't even put a dent in it. So I might just get it and just play it because I didn't watch too much.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen the new Daredevil? I haven't gotten around to it yet.
No. I haven't.
I have not gotten around to it.
I need to. What's another one?
I'm still watching Iron Fist right now, the second season right now. Now people say it was actually good.
Fair enough.
This season.
There's a new one called The Outlaw King with Chris Pine.
Yeah, that just came out, right?
Apparently that's really good.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying good things about it.
Yeah, it's very hyped up right now.
What else?
It's Chris Pine, so
yeah.
I like Chris Pine.
Making a Murderer season 2 for all my true crime people out there.
Yeah.
I watched it and finished
the
it.
First, for real?
Yeah.
I've seen the first season. I haven't
watch the second. Well, you're gonna be pissed.
Dude, it's just,
you're gonna be
I know I'm
pissed.
pissed. I was pissed at the first one.
You're gonna be even more pissed.
Are you freaking serious?
More pissed. I was pissed.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I know. It's bad for your blood pressure. But anyways, yeah, that's all I got. You got anything else, Sean? Bruh.
What?
All right. Well then, that's all we got. My name is Justin.
Sham Bam Kablam, Sham Wow, Sham Amazing, signing out.
Have a good one.
Peace.